have loved the way your team started that game.
Yeah, especially after the 5 days off, I thought we were solid. Did all the right things to manage pucks through the neutral zone. Forecheck was good. I thought we were solid right through. Yeah, I was really happy with it.
As a coach, when you have a line like Jones, Meyer, and Poli, what kind of reassurance does that provide for you?
Well, you know that they're always going to bring energy, and nobody can really sit down and relax on the bench. It's like they're driving it with their energy, and they're on pucks, and they're vocal on the bench, they're vocal on the ice, and they're just an energy line that helps keep the team motivated, helps keep the team full of energy, and it's nice to have.
Speaking of energy and nice to have, I mean, the fans seem to have picked up the Calder excitement because there was a good crowd tonight and this afternoon, and they seem to kind of really energize your group a little bit.
Yeah, I loved it. There's been a couple games like that this year with crowds into the game, and it provides energy. You know, it's like an extra attacker. That's what they say, but it really does provide energy, and I thought it was excellent tonight. Yeah.
You know, when your team has a dominant a second period, as I've seen this season, I think, you know, you outshoot them 18-2. You have the Gustafson crossbar, which, you know, was that close to giving you the 2-0 lead. But when it's not going in, so as a coaching staff, you got to be happy because they're obviously doing something right. They're controlling the play, but yet they don't score. So how do you kind of keep them focused on that? Because of course they're not getting the good result.
Yeah, I said this last week, I think, in an interview, but we create a lot of chances, but we don't score in a high number of our chances that we create. So it's kind of part of our team. We know that we have to create a lot and play in the O-zone. And they're a pretty good group since they've been doing it all year, they stick with it. The one thing we talked about in between periods was just sometimes you end up getting 4 too deep, or you get 4 players caught when all the cycling is going on and the D are jumping down. We just have to make sure that we're always replacing our D and making sure that we have 2 guys up on the blue line so we don't get caught. But I thought they did a great job sticking with it, and they got what they needed.
Is it hard for a team it's there's not a penalty call till the third period, start of the third period. Power play was a little bit flat, but how do you as a coach handle that? Because it just seems like, is it just that it's out of rhythm because you haven't played it in a little while, or is it because of the start of the period, or is it just not going right now?
As far as the power play goes, yeah, I mean, it hasn't been great, for the last few games, and we've worked on it. One chance tonight, not really a fair, we would like to play where we get 3 or 4 chances on it to get them going. There's some new bodies on there, as Chisholm and Gwanke are back together on the one unit, and we would like to have more time tonight to kind of practice it, but it didn't go that way. Wasn't a great power play, but not really enough time to give them a good chance to get it going.
And, because of that, it obviously allowed Rockford to kind of get back into the game. They got the goal. Did you have a problem with the way, it looked like Johnny was taken out of the play and kind of interfered with, so he wasn't able to get back? Then you had Luke Johnson as obviously the defender. So, I mean, is it a problem? Do you see the way that goal ends up going through? Do you have a problem with the way, the lack of a call, I guess, on that play?
Yeah, just how it developed. You know what, I haven't looked at the hit on Johnny. I don't know. I do know he was going down the wall to pinch, which our D do a lot of, so I haven't looked at it to see if he had the puck or not. But yeah, it was an unfortunate. I mean, Luke had an angle on him, and probably should have probably been able to handle that. I'll talk to Luke about it tomorrow, I guess, and we'll see where it went wrong. But we had bodies back on it,
And it seemed to wake your team up, though. I guess that was the only positive, was that Rockford's, had been picking up the momentum, but it was almost like it woke your team up. And then, of course, you guys, did you have any doubt as to whether that Jones goal? Cole was just in here saying that Jones was on the bench, telling everybody that it was a goal. But what did you see from your perspective?
Yeah, Jonesy was making sure everyone on the bench knew it was a goal. But Marty Johnson radioed Richard Bouet, the video coach there, and he said it was a goal. So we knew it was a goal. Sometimes you worry a little bit because you don't know, what they're watching on the iPad, whether they have the same view or the same angle of it. But they made the right call, as everybody saw on the big screen after, that it was 100% in.
And is that just the way your team is? It's almost like a shark in water, blood, you're smelling a little bit of blood. These guys, they get the goal, and then obviously Jeff scores his 23rd of the year shortly after that.
Yeah, and they started buzzing. I think It was unfortunate we let one in at the end of the game there, but we played the right way the last 5 minutes. Pucks in deep, pucks in behind their net, and we didn't give them a lot the last 5 minutes. So we're trying to do some things that we would have to do in playoffs to help us out.
And is that part of your thought process because this is a potential first round opponent?
Absolutely, it's potential in it. It also, we just want to do the right things in playoffs, and these late goals that we need to clean that up. It's something that has kind of dogged us for the season. The last minute goals against, and we have to clean it up.